Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. How are you? It is Laurie, and I'm here to do your weekly 12 houses reading. I would like to start by saying happy birthday to me. Today is my birthday. Yes, I'm an Aries, for those of you who do not know that. So I'm having an awesome day. I'm going to have an awesome day. It's going to be a beautiful day. Looks like I'm celebrating it by myself. I'm going to go to lunch with some women here in my community later today. Just a couple people. Lou and Glenda. Very nice to have both of them as friends. All right, let's go ahead and see what your message is here for you today. I am going to put the cards out here for you, and then we will draw an oracle card. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome. I hope you find something in this message that resonates. And this message is a weekly reading that I do. I try to do on Tuesdays. Every now and then it gets pushed to a different day. But it is meant for all signs. Anybody who comes across this and it resonates with you, it is for you. Also, please keep in mind that these messages are timeless. So even if for some funny reason, YouTube keeps popping up videos in my feed that are 2, 3, 4 years old. If you happen to pop in and watch it, any message on my channel, they are timeless, okay? So there is some importance to that message coming through to you at the time that it does. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Cups with an Ace of Pentacles. So something something difficult in your past is going to start fresh. All right, let me move my cards over here. I'm going to get an oracle message for you. And we are going to start with the Sacred Forest. If I can find my cards. Here they are. So the Sacred Forest oracle message for this week's reading is going to be, whoops, carefully shuffled. Did you just see those cards blow out? Too funny. All right, so your message is Crystal Cave, trust. This looks like it's going to be an issue right now. It could be, for most of you, I'm hearing letting something go. Trusting that if somebody's apologizing to you, like we had that difficult situation on the bottom of the deck, this could be somebody that you've had a disagreement with in your past. And I'm actually hearing quite a ways in the past. A couple of months, couple of years, maybe even a couple of decades. And you really haven't trusted this person. And yet they come to you and they say, hey, look, I'd like to get together again. I'd like to hang out. I'd like to reconnect. I'd like to start fresh. I want to take a look at that. I want to see what the card passed. Page of Cups. Yeah, okay, it won't all be on you. Things can work out. Okay, all right, good. That was great information there. Thank you, Spirit, for having me check that. It will be up to you to decide whether or not you trust this person, but Spirit's saying at least if you want to give them an opportunity, then you're probably going to be okay with this person, with this situation. Okay, so that's a very good bit of information to have right now, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people coming back into our lives that we may or may not really want to have there based on what happened in the past. Some situations, Spirit is saying you can give them a second chance. I wouldn't give them a 4th or 5th chance here, but maybe a second chance would be okay. But again, it's going to be completely up to you and what the situation was. Definitely if something was violent or aggressive or dangerous, and or mind controlling, manipulative, that's not the type of thing that you want to get back into. But if somebody just did something to you once, you know, they could have been going through something at that time. You could have been going through something at that time and maybe taking it a little bit more personally than you normally would. All right, so we are going to start here at your first house and move our way around. I see I've got a couple of cards that I've placed the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to start here at house 1, which is about your appearance and your persona and how the world perceives you. So let's see what's happening currently this week. Ace of Swords. I'm getting you are revealing the truth. You're speaking the truth. You're not pulling any punches here. And I'm getting very clearly that this could be pertaining to this person or these people or these ideologies coming back up from the past. Repeat patterns, okay? So if somebody hurt you, blew you off, ghosted you, said something mean or cruel, and you kind of just like haven't dealt with this person in a long time or this situation or whatever it is, you're going to speak your mind on this, and you're going to do it in a compassionate manner. You're not holding any punches back. You are literally laying out the truth exactly as you saw it, but you're also doing it with the understanding that this person will have the right to speak back if you are looking to reconcile this situation. If this person is one of those people that was manipulative, aggressive, violent, any of those things, you may be speaking your mind and clearing your energy out here and not allowing them to have any further say because you know that what they've done to you in the past was just wrong and you're ready to move on. Okay, but I really do hear there are some people coming back around, or you may have been thinking about contacting something from your past, someone from your past that you want to get in, touch with. Maybe you need to be the one that says, hey, I kind of messed up in the past here. Trust the process. Trust spirit to guide you through it, okay? I am hearing most people are seeing you as not pulling any punches right now. You're not being cruel, you're not being mean, but you're speaking your truth, okay? So even if that means, hey, this is the way I saw that situation, doesn't mean I saw it exactly as it happened, but this is how it affected me, this is how I saw it. And then giving that other person the time of day and the grace to speak their mind. That's what you're portraying here. Somebody who's got balance. Somebody who's, again, matured, grown past these energies, not allowing somebody to take advantage of you anymore. But very clear, very truthful, very honest. There's no drama. There's no embellishing how things happen. This is just straight up, this is how I saw it, okay? So if there was no issue in your past at all, which, boy, I hope that's for you, which very few of us have anything that didn't happen in the past, you could just be looking very cool. That's what I keep hearing, cool, like street cool. Very dapper, very collected, peaceful type energy of cool. All right, let's move on to house 2, which is about your personal values and how you deal with money. What's happening money-wise, how you're dealing with it, how you view it. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, somebody here just gained huge financial freedom. You're about to. Okay, it's coming in for a lot of you. Others of you, it has landed. It is in your bank account. I'm getting something about taxes coming to you, refunds coming to you. I'm even getting legal matters. I'm also getting that somebody, oh, that's so funny. Somebody from the past may be coming back and paying you back. paying you back. You maybe thought that this would never ever happen. So I'm getting somebody borrowed $230. $230. I don't know why it's so specific, but if that's connecting with you, put a hands up in the comments or claim it some other way. And they're paying you back. And they're not just paying you back, they're paying you back with interest. Now, to them, an additional $30 is a lot of money. Okay, and for them to be even able to pay you back might be a major thing for them. But they want free from this burden. I feel like this has been bugging them for a while. I feel like when they asked you for this loan or whatever it is that you gave to this person in the past, they had full intentions of making good on it. They never expected that this would happen the way it did. All right, so there is freedom here, financial freedom for some of you. Again, you may be still in debt, but you still are working and you have enough that you'll be able to pay off that last little bit of debt. But this is definitely financial freedom in some form or another. All right, money matters look really good right now. And I am hearing here for some of you about you honoring your own peace, your own time, your values, your sense of freedom. You don't want to be tied down. You don't want to be held back. So some of you have just recently broken or ended a commitment. Now, that could be with another person. That could be a romantic situation, a friendship, something to do with work, family, or it could be you kind of let something go as far as the thought process, the way you deal with patterns in your life, the way you deal with the relationships or people, money, something. You're honoring yourself here. And you're like, I don't want any strings attached to what's going on. I want my independence. I want my freedom. And I'm hearing that those around you that you really do trust, that you have good relationships with, they'll be okay with that. They will be okay with that. But I'm also hearing that that's probably based on ending a relationship of some sort with someone. Let's look at house 3, which is about your day-to-day life and how you are communicating. Are you talking clearly, concisely, like we started your message with that Ace of Swords? Or is there issues here? Let's take a look. So house 3, your day-to-day life and your communications. Look at this Ace of Wands now. 2 aces already in your reading. These are new beginnings. Aces are fresh starts, okay? Here you are clearly, you're given the opportunity to maybe speak your mind where you never had that opportunity before. The Ace of Wands is about your passions, your desires, the fire burning in your belly, moving forward, stability, but stability through action. So creating your own stability here. I also, with the Ace of Wands, again, aces are divine gifts, okay? So this could be your intuition is really heightened at this time. In at least 2 aspects of your life, your thoughts and your emotions, your like I said, the fire in your belly, the passions, your desires, your drive, your ambitions. Those 2 areas of your life are definitely like you're on par. You're tapped in to those energies very well right now. So your day-to-day life looks like you're going after, setting goals and going after and knocking them out of the park. Like you're just one, boom, another goal, boom. And again, financial freedom here is contributing to this ability to knock off all these other goals, to move forward with whatever it is, to bring that stability in. Again, I'm getting the message that you're pretty much out of debt at this point. You may have a little bit further to go, but you're knocking that out of the park real quick. So hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. I just heard a message. You're going to get word. You will receive, some of you, not everybody, is going to receive a message of an upcoming nuptials. I don't usually use the word nuptials. Wedding. Somebody's going to commit to something here. Now, I did just hear, yes, it could be a traditional wedding type thing, or even a non-traditional wedding. But what I'm getting is, it could also be a commitment to a business, an ideology. But you're about to hear of somebody else's commitment, okay? Their commitment to something. It's going to excite you. It also is going to make you feel like you have more control around your ambitions, around your desires. I don't know how to put this, but here's an example that Spirit's giving me. You may be hearing that your child's about to get married, or they're about to commit to a career in a foreign country. Now, you may have been wondering what was going to happen with this child, okay? So, like, you were wondering, are they ever going to get a job? Are they ever going to find the right person? Are they, you were concerned about something here. And like I said, this is just an example. It does not have to be about a child. It could be about any situation where you were concerned. What's going to happen here? How is this going to play out? What's going to happen? You get the answer, and you find out about some sort of external commitment that literally brings you stability. You don't have to worry about maybe giving that child money, taking care of this situation on a day-to-day basis. Whatever it is, this external commitment brings you peace of mind and stability. And it's a good thing. This is not like ditching something here. No, this is something that you were truly, honestly concerned over. But it's not. I hope that's clear. I don't want to get too much deeper into that. All right, let's go ahead and look at house 4, which is about your home and family. I'm actually getting there's going to be more revealed about the Ace of Wands energy here in this house 4. All right, so we have here the King of Pentacles. See, the financial stability. Having more than enough for yourself and any other situation. But this definitely, the King of Pentacles puts things aside. Shares the wealth, but definitely knows how to save. I'm getting here, I keep hearing the word independence. Independence, okay? I did this on my own. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm capable. I'm financially okay now. I'm in a really good place. I have what I need. I have more than what I need. And this is about your home and your family. So again, having enough for yourself is great, but being able to take care of anything else that you need to definitely is coming through here. I am getting something about a father figure, an older brother, even though he's a brother, could be a father figure in your life, could be an uncle. It's just somebody that imparts wisdom, stability. I'm getting Taurus energy here. There could be somebody around you who absolutely you were concerned about their situation. Let's see. Yeah, Taurus is down here. See, it's like it's not a big issue anymore. There's stability here. You were very much wondering what would happen with this person. Okay, so that's good. That's taken care of. All right, so your home and your family looks good. A lot of stability. Financial burdens are straightening out. Again, this is upcoming. Okay, so some of this may happen very, very quickly for some of you. It may have already started for some of you, and it may be a ways off, later in the week, maybe even later in the month for some of you. Okay, these messages are timeless. So as you're hearing the message, when you're hearing it, you should be gaining the most benefit from it. All right, let's move into house 5. Romance, creativity, and children. All right, we have the Queen of Wands. I love this card in this house. Your house of creativity, the Queen of Wands. She is creative. She's charismatic. She's bold. She's ready to try things. She's like, she would be a perfect friend to the Fool, okay? Guiding, helping, lifting up, leading the way, but allowing the Fool to do what needs, they need to do in order to grow and expand and show their own talents and skills. Now, this is you. This is your energy. And if it's not you, you have somebody coming in here. Anytime we have actual people like kings and queens, okay, or pages or knights, those represent other people, or people, I should say, in the tarot deck. In this one, the Queen of Wands, she's on a horse. She's not sitting on her throne. She's definitely got a sunflower here still. So there's loyalty, there's trust. But this is fast moving action into the future. So this person could be leading you, or you could be leading somebody else here creatively. New romantic partner here, or expanding the romance. I love this. Again, I'm getting leading. So if there's any children involved, you are the adult. They are the one that may be learning from your example here. Definitely swift moving action into the future. So there could be a romance that's developing very, very quickly. You may have met somebody that's a match for your energy. I just heard somebody say, keep up if you can. Keep up if you can. So maybe that's the person that you are meeting and that excites you, that makes you feel daring and like ready to try new things. I keep getting Fool energy with this Queen of Wands. We don't have the Fool card out here yet, but let's see if it develops. All right, we are going to move into house 6, which is about your work and your health. Okay, and I'm not a doctor, and there's no financial advice here. There is no medical advice here. Okay, just take this as it resonates. It's a tarot reading. All right, your work and your health. Ooh, the star. I love seeing that when we talk about health. This means anything in your health arena is improving. Okay, there's hope. You have hope for the future. There is definitely healing here. The star card definitely represents healing, a sense of peace, comfort, ease. Also, as far as work goes, if there was any situation that was questionable, difficult, challenging, stressful, that's easing. Okay, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Love seeing the star card in your 6th house like this. I mean, both aspects of your life, work and health, are going to improve. There's hope for the future. There's happiness here. There's clarity. I'm getting something else. I just heard the word parfum. Parfum, like the French word parfum. It's not perfume. Okay, it may be, but somebody may... every time you smell this particular scent, aroma, it brings a healing sense to you. And what I just heard was, I'm hearing petrichor, but that's the specific smell of the earth after rain. So it's all of the moisture, everything in the earth being activated. And that just brings you a healing sense. It makes you feel good. So something about connecting back with nature here. Now, I'm the type of person, when I go out in the woods, there are certain plant combinations that happen in like just limited areas. And those, it's a grouping of 3 type of plants. And it's a tree, or 2 trees and a plant. And all I can remember right now is it white cedar? I want to say white cedar. Is that right? a hemlock, and then there's a plant that grows around them. And when they combine and they're all at the same, like, I don't know, a certain time of year or whatever, it just smells amazing. And to me, when I smell that, I literally, everything that's off in me gets reset. And I feel like that's happening here for you with that odor. Aromas may be playing, aromatherapy may be playing a crucial role in your health. It may be what you're doing for work next. So, and it doesn't have to be specifically aromatherapy, but it's something about scents, about aromas, cooking possibly. But I'm definitely getting an energy of being out in nature, the garden. Yeah, this is beautiful. This feels really, really good. Let me know in the comments. Are you one of those people that knows the scent that I'm talking about? Or maybe you have a different combination of plants and sunshine, rain, or whatever that creates the smell that you latch onto. If you do, drop it in the comments. All right, let's move on to house 7. And this is the house of Libra. Okay. It's directly opposite your first house. So let's take a look here. 3 of Cups, and we have, I'm getting friendships, getting out and socializing a little bit more, or maybe inviting people into your home again. Maybe you can't yet get out the way you would like to. I'm hearing something about your legs, your feet, possibly your lower back that has kept you from your knees. Your hips, maybe. I'm definitely getting that for a lot of you. That you've been housebound. You haven't been able to get out, but you're getting fixed. You're healing. You're in that process with that star card. And you're to the point now where you're welcoming people back into your home because you can't, like, I don't know, whatever. Maybe you can't stand for very long, or you can't go upstairs very well. Now, I know that's not as a big issue as it used to be after these surgeries. I know, because I've had my right knee replaced. I am the bionic woman. And yes, I am 60 years old today. So, what was her name? Lindsay Wagner? Was that her name? The bionic woman? Drop a comment if you can remember her name. Yeah, and the bionic man there. Can't remember his name at all. Anyways, 3 of Cups, celebrations, joy, happiness. It's subdued. It's not big parties. It's not galas or concerts or anything big in that way. But this is about your relationships and your business partnerships too. So there are celebrations here. What do they say? To celebrate every success as it comes your way. So this could be the little celebrations. It's been a year since you opened your doors. It's been 6 months since you met your person. Maybe that's what the expansion is with the romance too. Celebrating those little anniversaries. The things that, we should take note of instead of letting these things just pass us by. I am getting here, I don't know what this means. A sense of vulnerability, but you're okay with it because you trust. Oh, right back to this crystal cave energy here in your oracle message. You trust whoever you're dealing with. So even though you may feel like you're a little bit exposed, you're a little bit vulnerable, some people out there in the world might consider you to be weak in your relationships, you're not. Okay, and your level of trust with this person, with this situation, with this business partner, whatever this is, you're okay with that level of vulnerability. It's almost as if they're just as vulnerable. They accept you for who you are. I've got to say that. Whatever situation you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, you are fully accepted for who you are. That's beautiful energy right there. So your relationships that you currently have in your life are good, stable, wholesome. If you are in business, or if you're having to deal with courts, politicians, or political issues, or taxes, or everything just feels like it's working out just fine. Okay. And celebrate those little accomplishments. If you've been finding it difficult, okay, here we go. Here's a side note. If you have been finding it difficult to keep yourself organized or to do tasks that you used to do easily, but they're becoming more daunting, more challenging for you to actually do, such as paying bills or paying taxes or filing taxes or whatever it may be, getting yourself to a doctor, that's about to come to an end. Whatever was bugging or holding you back or overwhelming you, the energy's gone. And I am hearing it as most likely astrological energies. And I got to tell you, there are so many things going on today. We have the second quarter moon in Leo. I mean, we have the moon, Venus, the moon. Okay. And the moon is in a quincunx, which is 150-degree separation. So it's like a teeter-totter, the triangle and then the flat board across the top. So that's the moon. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, here we are. Okay, the moon in Venus. We have the moon in Saturn. We have the moon in Uranus, Venus and Uranus is sextiled. The moon in Mercury is quincunx. And then we have the moon in Neptune is quincunx. And then we have the moon in Pluto is also quincunx. And that's just that 150 degrees separation. So it's kind of like you may be like rising up here, okay? But everything's okay. Nothing's going out of balance. I don't know how to put that. I know that's not the exact description for a quincunx, but that's the energy I'm feeling right now, okay? The moon is in the mid-heavens, and the moon is also transitioning into Virgo energy. Peacefulness, helping others. Again, you're being seen as you are, and you're being accepted for that. Beautiful energy here. All right, let's move into house 8. Let's move into house 8. Before I do that, Spirit is telling me to stop for a second and drawing the triangle here. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And balancing that is the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. So there is something about the truth speaking, seeing clearly, being able to speak your mind, even though you are speaking your mind and being vulnerable, you're accepted for who you are. This is a very good time for you to express your thoughts and your feelings, not in an accusatory manner. Don't do that. That never works out well. No, you're doing this in very concise energy of, this is how I saw it. Okay. And then I feel like there's this energy of having to let it be balanced by the other person having their say. All right, let's move on to house 8. Now this is about your shared resources, your inheritances, and your secrets. Now I want to clarify inheritances for anybody who's new here, and bear with me if you are here every week to hear this. Inheritance does not necessarily mean somebody dies and leaves you money. An inheritance is anything that is passed from one thing to another with an intended benefit. Okay, so somebody could pass you good DNA. Okay, somebody could pass you information about your family that's meant to benefit you long term, so that you can keep producing a long lifeline. Also, it could be about trust funds. It can be about a car being passed, jewelry being passed. Your inheritance is something you receive from somebody else that is meant to give you a benefit. All right. And then your secrets. These are usually the secrets you are keeping from the world, the things you don't want to discuss right now or you never want discussed. We'll take a look at that. But the shared resources here is what you share on a day-to-day basis with the people around you. All right. So this could be if you have roommates, what are the resources that you're sharing? If you're married and you've got a spouse and children, or you just have children or whatever, and it can involve being at work. What are the shared resources? All right, let's take a look. See what you've got. Look at this. You've got double threes next to each other, the Three of Cups, and now you've got the Three of Wands. Your future is looking good. It's a little, there is a little bit of overcast energy right now, but there's hope for the future. You can see things improving. Things are getting better. There are two people in agreement here on something, and another person who might be, I don't want to necessarily say opposing the other two, but just not on exactly the same page yet. Maybe they just need more information. Maybe they need a little bit more time. It could be that they need a little bit more time to pull their end of the rent, to their bills, their financial responsibilities, or anything, okay? So there is definitely improvement here. I am getting something about, and I dislike this, but ancestry, as far as learning something from your past here, what your lineage is. Okay, I feel better now, because this is definite. This is not like somebody doing a DNA test to find out. This is written, documented, provable lineage. Okay, it's all right there. There's nothing in question. You are finding out something very good here. It does actually benefit you. There is a benefit here. There may be some sort of wealth coming to you through lineage. Old money keeps coming through here. I just heard something about a stock or a bond that's matured, and now it's being passed to you. Something is being passed to you here. It will benefit you. It could be, like a tangible physical amount of money, a piece of paper. Yeah. It could just be that your roommate's paying you the rent. They're giving it to you to take care of. Maybe they are away, and that's why they needed a little bit of time here. But I am getting something about ancestry here. Something being passed down to you, an heirloom. Oh, if you've got a wedding, nuptials coming up, this may be something like a wedding dress that's being passed on to you to give to somebody else, for you to pass on. This may be you passing on your wedding gown, your tux, or the garter belt, or whatever it is. Some sort of tradition. Something of importance in that sense. But I'm definitely getting money coming in here. Things are looking brighter. Things are going to be looking better and better, because things are coming in that you've been waiting for. You've been looking for these things. All right. Secrets. There is something that we can't see clearly here, but nobody's poking the bear. Okay, so nobody's trying to find out any secrets. Nobody even has an idea that you have a secret. Maybe you don't have any secrets right now. I'm not getting much in the way of secrets. If you do, they're kind of secure. They're on the back burner. They're not being revealed. They will come to light when you're ready. But right now, there's like nothing major coming through there. All right, let's go ahead and look at House 9, which is about teachings, learnings, and your long journey in life, okay? Your future. You have the moon. I knew this was coming up because you had the star. And when I was reading the star card, I kept seeing the moon card. All right. So you've got a path that you would like to go forward with, okay? It looks promising. It looks good. You don't have all the answers, and you're never going to have all the answers. But what I'm getting here is we have the scorpion. Scorpion. We have a cat and we have a dog. And all three of them are looking at that moon that's being highlighted by the two pillars here. And then there's a clear path. The moon is shining a light down. So there's something about ancestry coming through here. Family history, past experiences. You're transforming the energy. I'm getting major change. I'm getting major change. Information is going to come to light that leads you down a path that may be a little winding. You're not certain where this is going to take you exactly, and we never do. But it's more, this is in a feeling within yourself. So this is not going to be a short journey. This is not going to be a overnight transformation. This is going to be a longer process. It's going to be a winding road. You are going to feel divinely guided and protected here, though. And it does feel like this is being offered up by Spirit. Again, we've got the Ace of Wands and we've got the Ace of Swords here. Two divinely given energies, opportunities. All right, there's subdued energy here with that moon. A sense of peace, like it's long term. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm settling into my car seat because this is going to be a cross-country road trip. All right, let's move on and take a look at your vocation, your career goals, and your community. No, and your aspirations. Sorry. I was like, community's not right in here. Okay, so house 10, you have the Chariot changes. Okay, you're going in a new direction. You're choosing this. You've made up your mind, and now you're putting your head down and you're moving forward, full steam ahead. Again, it doesn't mean it's going to go fast. You're just moving in that direction, totally committed, ready to do this. This is your long term, but this is also something you've learned that you're taking and moving forward with. Some sort of protection, some weathering of storms. You're prepared to weather the storms. You've got divine protection here. Now, this is your house of aspirations, your desires, what you want out of life. So some of you may not already be able to take action on those aspirations, but this is where you want to go. And in this particular tarot deck, there are actually reins here going to each of the chariot entities, the drivers. You're the driver, okay? But this is like a little dainty rein, one-handed. So there's like a little bit of a balancing act. You're trying to keep things right in the middle of the road. You're not trying to make any big decisions one way or the other. You're trying to go right down the middle of the road here. And again, full steam ahead in a committed manner, not so much fast pace. I mean, steam locomotives, steam engine trains took a long time to get going, okay? The fire in the belly. Oh, the fire in the belly here. Again, that reference. It takes time. You have to stoke the fire. You have to get it to a certain temperature, and then the engines would start turning. And the wheels would start turning. But once it got going, it was a pretty steady pace all along. It didn't gain a lot of speed unless you threw a lot more fuel into the fire. How do I know so much about trains? My dad was a big train fanatic. All right, so keep that in mind. If you are big into trains or you know what I'm talking about, this is your message. Claim it in the comments. All right. So that could be something that you're teaching people. Maybe you work around trains. Maybe that's a passion or a desire of something you want to do when you retire. Maybe I am getting here, you aspire to take a cross-country train trip. Remember, settling into your seat there. It's going to be a cross-country journey. All right. Slow and steady. Beautiful. Let me know. Are you getting ready to do that? I've been thinking about it. I'd always planned to take one with my dad, and we never got that opportunity. But I'm thinking maybe I'll take one from Florida up to Canada or something. All right, let's take a look at House 11, which is all about your house, your houses, your friends, your groups, and now your communities. Oh, Queen of Cups, look at that. Celebrations, happiness. I'm getting you have support around you. You have a divine feminine of some sort wanting to lift you up. This is Pluto and Scorpio energy here. Yeah, and it's like Pluto energy, that distance, that long term, the thing that you may not see coming. Celebrating the changes in your life. Scorpio energy, the transformation. Oh, what have we got here? Yeah. Definitely good energy, celebrations. If you're in groups, there's been some changes. I'm getting, changes in the head. So like the top, if you're in a guild, okay, maybe the president, the treasurer, or somebody up in, the officer area. And this could be work. This could be family. This could be extracurricular activities. But somebody in the top upper part is leaving or transitioning. There's changes. There's transformations here. And you may be stepping into one of those roles. Somebody wants you to. Okay, they definitely have that energy of celebrating you. Now, you could also be holding yourself here as the Queen of Cups and celebrating your successes, your community, giving them credit, being grateful for what you have with them. There is something that you're getting rid of here. There is change. She's dumping out the old cup here, and she's lifting another one, a cleaner one, a healthier. So this feels like the dregs of a drink, an alcoholic drink that's been sitting around on a counter for a long time. And it's like, oh, let's just pour this one down the drain. It's become very vinegar-like. Okay, we don't want to take any part in that anymore. I feel like somebody who may have been difficult is leaving. You're saying goodbye to that. You're letting it go, whatever it is, whether it's a person, an ideology, or a situation. You're getting rid of it. You're subtly, you're not doing it like boldly in front of everybody's eyes. So this could be you leaving a group subtly. You may not even say anything to anybody. Over time, you just don't show up as much as you used to. But there's definitely a change here, and you're welcoming in the new. Okay, but you're not quite there. I'm getting transition energy here. All right, so keep that in mind. It's positive energy because whatever you're letting go was any negativity, anything that was bitter, something went south and it went sour. Okay, and we are coming back around to the first house here. So this could tie back into that energy of somebody coming back around where you're just like, maybe you don't want anything to do with that particular situation, person, or whatever again. But you're going to get your chance to make your move, have your peace, find your voice. All right, let's move on to House 12. and then we'll see what else comes out here. So house 12 is your unconscious, the subconscious, the hidden realm, the space beyond the veil. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Strength. Oh, interesting. All right, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten that message from this card. What you may not see coming is this person coming back around. They're hurt. They feel like they've either hurt you or you have hurt them, and they want to fix this. But the Strength card is everything to do with trust. This lion has to trust this human female to help it. Okay, it's got a wound in its paw. Now, even though the lion would be considered stronger, more capable of doing damage or whatever, having the upper hand, it's trusting in this peaceful feminine energy here to help it heal. So I do feel like there is something in a relationship from the past that's coming back around here. For most of you, it's a good situation. Again, like it was a slight. Somebody said something mean or wasn't nice, or maybe they borrowed money from you and they didn't pay you back when they said they would, or some other commitment, okay? With that Ace of Wands, we heard this could be about somebody else getting married. I'm getting somebody ghosted, a couple of you. Some of you were ghosted by this person that's coming back around. They want to make it right. They want to tell you why they left and that they're probably in a new commitment. And this brings you closure. This brings you stability, helps you to finalize and be able to move forward. Oh, this is interesting. It took until the 12th house for all of that to come out. So yes, I do feel like there was a situation. I mean, I'm even getting that it was possibly you were working somewhere and a situation came up and either you walked off the job or they let you go, and there was just this energy surrounding the situation that just kind of kept you at a distance from either a person or learning more about what happened, or you never got the opportunity to speak your side of the situation, whatever it was. Okay, it's coming back around. And there is, if you'll trust the process, if you'll trust the situation, you can heal from this. Look at that. With that star card there, there's absolute healing. Now it's going to be more subdued. It's not going to be like you're getting married to this person that ghosted you. You may in fact find out that they have moved on and that they are moving forward with getting married to someone else. But that brings you closure. That brings you the peace of mind. Okay, the stability that you need in order to move forward. And I'm getting here, if that is your situation, you are no longer sitting around pining, waiting for this person. You're out there and you're about to meet the right person. What do they say? Love comes to us when we least expect it. Romance comes to us when we least expect it. When we aren't actively seeking something, but we know it can happen at any time, it comes to us. And that's what I feel like is happening here for you, my loves. That is a beautiful message. All right, let's go ahead and get an oracle card to close this. I am going to go with the Queen of the Moon because we've got all that moon energy today. I mean, just the astrological energies on my calendar right now for my birthday look so much like my actual birth chart. Okay, I mean, there was so much happening on the day I was born in the heavens there, and almost all of it was on one side of my birth chart too, like within 4 houses. All right, let's see what we have here with the Queen of the Moon oracle card message. You have boundaries. Okay, so this is your decision. Look at this. This is card 12, which is a 3. So you have 3, 3, and 3. 3, 3, 3. I'll read you the angel number from that. All right, so boundaries. This is the waxing gibbous moon. Let's see. I want to see what the message is from the book, because this is a brand new deck to me. I've read this, but I'm not retaining like I used to. Wow, this is a really long one, but I'm not going to read you the whole things. It says, in times of sickness or, say, the presence of very strong emotions such as grief, we often naturally oversimplify things. We cut out all the extras that are too hard or too complex to deal with at that time. We might not take up an invitation to an event we might have to work at to attend, okay? So again, there's an element of needing trust here. We might only watch a film we know that uplifts us. We might only want to see or communicate with friends we know and trust to understand, love, and support us, warts and all, okay? Oh, that's so crucial to this reading. We might only choose to spend the depth of our heart and time with a few people rather than with many, and we become vastly sensitive to those we now discover take their unfair share of our energy. This is tying into this reading, absolutely. Okay, so I am going to continue to read this because it's of importance. We might also look to our body more compassionately and eat nourishing foods to heal it, do comforting things for it to recover more easily, or we may just decide to rest it completely, get back to nature or whatever needs to be done. If we happen to be very healthy people, we naturally action a kind of simplicity and a set of boundaries to protect ourselves so we can give ourselves some space to heal. What if we did this all of the time? What if we more consciously chose more simply and specifically for the benefits of our own mind, body, and spirit? And that's what's happening here. Breaking it down, simplifying it, getting the chance to speak just the facts, just the truth, no drama, no accusations. Okay? Yes, life is complex, but it can be much richer and more enjoyable if we cut back what is negatively extra and choose a more deliberate and authentic path. Oh, I love this message for you. We do not need so much fluff and drama and people pleasing and running around with our heads chopped off and fast food and fast fashion and gossip and hardcore Olympic whatever. We don't need all of those stressors. We just don't. Look at what you choose to do, that you were forced to just simplify things. If it was a positive choice, maybe that could be your starting point for something better today. The starting point, the Ace of Swords here. This judgment that you make was for you, and it worked in the past, and it will work for you this time. Not all judgment is bad or to be avoided. Absolutely not. We need to make safety calls, judgment calls all the time. Every single one of us judges everything every single day. We judge what brand of washing powder to buy among all of the choices. We judge which TV shows we want to participate with, who we want to hang out with, what kind of clothes we're going to wear, what kind of food we're going to eat. All right. We vote, which is a judgment on trust. Look at that. Trust. So voting. Oh, and I know political issues were brought up here too. All right. So we have a legal system with a judge. Part of the word judgment. We judge what we will accept and what we will not. And these are the boundaries. And if we did not do those things, we would not have any type of values, nor would we have any type of boundaries, which would be chaos, anarchy all the time. Okay, we need those boundaries. We need those simplifications. All right, so to simply focus on your own experiences and not look outside yourself for justice might be all very nice for some people, but for those of us who want to be the change they wish to see in the world, we judge. Okay? Cautiously. We don't make snap decisions and we don't make blanket judgments. All right. We make these judgments with an understanding that certain things are unacceptable. And I am hearing that if you were one of those people where somebody crossed those boundaries with you, trust your own intuition, okay? Because you are being divinely guided to let those people go. All right, so work to change those things that you can within yourself, okay? People judge that slavery wasn't right and involve themselves in change, okay? Even to the extent of waging war. We don't want to go there, but people stand up for what we believe in. People judge that whaling wasn't right, okay? Killing whales for the oil they could burn for lights. So it's been banned in most countries. We judge that anything in our past that we felt was unjust, we stood up and we defended against that. Okay, we made a decision to not do that anymore. All right, one brave person helps lead the others, okay? Boundaries teach people how to treat each other. And this is a kind of positive judgment. That doesn't mean to go and just allow everyone to do whatever they want. Absolutely not, okay? We have to have the boundaries, the limits. All right. So there's something important in that for some of you. The stone, the crystal associated with this message, boundaries, is the obsidian, okay? Pure black. It's very intense. It's a very black energy, and I'm hearing stable, secure, good, beneficial, grounding energy. All right, my loves, I'm over an hour. I appreciate you being here for this. I am going to get you an angel number. Let's see what comes out here for you. The message is the message. As long as Spirit has me talking to you, I'm going to talk to you. It's a reminder. I love it. Angel whispers are the guidance that is always within you. Your ability to find the answer that you need is your superpower. Take a moment, close your eyes, and ask yourself, what is my next right step? What do I do next? What's the best thing for myself and those around me? Place your trust in the very first answer that you receive, because your higher self is always connected to what is best for you. All right, so we're going to get an actual number here, but that's your reminder, okay? That's your reminder. To trust. Look at that, trust. And in the trust card, I'm telling you, look at this. 4 wands, the 4 of wands, okay? Trust your intuition. Trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it is guiding you. Listen in. What are you hearing? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it in your mind's eye. Close your eyes and allow the information to come to you. Trust the path that you are on, my loves. Your positive affirmation here is, my intuition is speaking to me and I am listening. I trust that everything is happening for my highest good. Beautiful message, reminder, trust, have the boundaries, open the opportunities. 4 of wands energy here. Weddings again. I'm getting that again. Nuptials. All right, my loves. You know what to do. Tickle tap, boopers app. Claim this in the comments if it's your message. If you're interested in a personal reading, please email me. I will send you all the details and you can decide if you want to get one or not. All right. And by the way, happy birthday to me. Thank you for being here and celebrating with me today. I love each and every one of you. And until our energy crosses again, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.